What's up, everybody? I'm live. Anyways, this is a live stream. This is my Impact Wrestling Slammiversary 2018 review. And oh my fucking god, it was a hell of a show. Better show than I expected. Hell of a show. Every match, all 8 matches, in my opinion, delivered. All 8 matches were very well done. There was not a bad match. There was not a bad match on this Slammiversary. Slammiversary 16. Slammiversary 2018. Not a bad match on the pay-per-view. So let me just take 10 seconds. I'm going to tweet out that I'm live right now. So let me see here. Let me just tweet this out real quick on my Twitter account. So now that I got that tweet out of the way, let me check my Twitter Slammiversary poll. Asking everybody grade tonight's Slammiversary. 50% gave it an A+ so far. 29% gave it an A. 17% gave it a B+. And 4% gave it a C. So that's the poll results so far. First match, and I had some stupid one person on Twitter. It was a stupid person. I don't even know if they follow me, and I don't really care. Because I don't need any more goddamn followers. You can follow me or you can not. I don't really give a rat's ass. As I said, I have enough followers. If you want to follow me, I really appreciate it. If you don't, you want to be a dumbass, then you can unfollow me. Because my phone's blowing up from notifications. Anyways, from Twitter. So anyways, what was I saying? Slammiversary, this is my review for it. I don't remember what the hell I was saying because I got it a little bit. Oh yeah, some jackass actually tweeted me. I don't know if they follow me, and I don't really give a rat's ass if they do, but they just let me turn this off. So I just turn my notifications off because it's annoying sometimes when I'm doing a live stream. Jackass on Twitter tweeted me, why would you buy the pay-per-view? That's what he had the nerve to ask me. Why would I get it? Why would I get it? Why would I get it? Because I'm a goddamn wrestling fan. That's why. And I support all wrestling companies. Some, a lot more than others. I support Impact Wrestling. They are back. They did a damn good job tonight with Slammiversary. Impact Wrestling, in my opinion, is back. They did great things tonight, and they are back, in my opinion. They did very well. If you've given up on Impact Wrestling, well, start watching again. That's all I got to say about that. Why'd I get the pay-per-view? Because I'm a wrestling fan. That's why I decided to pay for it and support Impact Wrestling, and you should support them too. I support their talent. They got a great roster of talent. They got Johnny Impact, Pentagon Jr., Phoenix, so many, Eddie Edwards, Moose, Austin Aries, LAX. They got a lot of damn good talent. So I decided to give my money to them and support Impact Wrestling. Slammiversary 2018 is in the books, and it was an awesome show. Up first was the four-way match, which I thought would kick off the show because you got to start the show off hot, and there was a lot of high spots, and it was insane, crazy, nonstop action. You had Johnny Impact taking on Johnny Impact. This was a four-way kicked off Slammiversary, and I knew it'd be damn good. Johnny Impact taking on Phoenix, taking on Ishimori, New Japan Pro Wrestling, the Bone Soldier, part of the Bullet Club, I guess. I don't follow New Japan that closely. I watched three of their shows, 3 or 4 of their big events so far this year, but that's it. Ishimori, I don't know if he's joined the Bullet Club, but if he has, you can tell me in the chat. And leave a comment in the chat if Ishimori has joined the Bullet Club. I don't really know. All I know is the guy's a great fucking talent, and the guy can go with anybody. Ishimori, Johnny Impact, Phoenix. I believe it is Ray Phoenix, but they call him Phoenix. He was a part of Lucha Underground. He also is a part of Impact, and he's also a part of Major League Wrestling. Is Phoenix. The final competitor was supposed to be Rich Swann. He got injured. He suffered a concussion. Rich Swann suffered a concussion on Thursday when he was part of Major League Wrestling tapings in New York. Suffered a concussion in a battle royal where the battle royal had weapons in it. So he suffered a concussion. Rich Swann, sadly, the guy cannot go and get cleared. Very good four-way. A ton of action. Johnny Impact wins with Starship Pain. It was a very good four-way, and I predicted Johnny Impact would win. I did predict he would win. And Johnny Impact gets a victory. I hope Johnny Impact is a part of Impact Wrestling for at least another year. I hope he has a contract because they should really push Johnny Impact a lot more. The guy could be a future world champion in the face of the company. So Johnny Impact wins the opener. If you don't know who Johnny Impact is, it's formerly John Morrison and formerly Johnny Nitro. He's had a lot of names. Up next, we had Knockouts action. Allie taking on Tessa Blanchard. This was good. Really good knockouts match. Really good women's match. Really good wrestling match between Allie and Tessa Blanchard. I enjoyed it a lot. Allie pulled off some moves that she really has never pulled off. She did a dive off the second rope onto Tessa on the floor. As I said, Allie, Tessa tore it up. It was really good, I thought. And they were given a good amount of time to do good stuff and put on a good match. I will tell you one thing, Tessa and Allie was way, way better than any Carmella match. That's for damn sure. I'm not a fan of Carmella as the women's champion. Can you tell? I'm not. So, Tessa Blanchard, as I predicted, wins. Tessa Blanchard was, in the beginning, they start off doing trash talk. Face to face, Allie was doing trash talk towards Tessa. And during the match, Tessa is really hard hitting. Really stiff forearms, just back and forth. Tessa's really damn tough. I'm sure she could kick a lot of guys' asses. A lot of male wrestlers, she could probably own them. So anyways, Allie at one point hit on the floor. They were outside the ring. Allie picked up Tessa, hit a Death Valley driver on the floor. That was pretty awesome. But Tessa Blanchard got hit at one point with the code breaker. She rolls out of the ring, so she didn't get pinned, and then eventually Tessa wins, as I predicted. So far, the first two matches I predicted on the money. So far, my predictions, I'm 2-0. Third match was House of Hardcore Rules. Eddie Edwards, a guy's gone insane, as I said, accusing Tommy Dreamer of sleeping with his wife. House of Hardcore Rules, Tommy Dreamer, Eddie Edwards. This was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It was pretty awesome. A lot of weapons used, steel trash cans and tables. What I did a live reaction to it. Check it out. Staple gun. A staple gun got used in this match. As I said, check out my live reaction I did to the House of Hardcore Rules match on my YouTube channel. Eddie Edwards wins, and I thought he would. And I predicted Eddie Edwards would win. Tommy Dreamer at one point brought a table in the ring, set it up, started putting lighter fluid on it, but he never got to light it on fire. The fans were not happy. They were in a nightclub in Toronto, and they were sold out. They sold over 3,000 tickets. And then they announced it was standing room only. So if that's true, I don't know if I really believe it, but I did watch the pre-show, and Alicia, Impact's backstage interviewer, Alicia was walking through the club and talking to a lot of fans, and it looks pretty damn packed. So it probably was sold out, but I don't know if I really believe that. But if it was sold out, that's awesome for Impact Wrestling. That's really good news for them. If they can keep drawing in Toronto, in Canada, if they can keep making money there and drawing, they should stay there for good. And I'll enjoy watching from the United States. Anyways, Tommy Dreamer, Eddie Edwards was good. I thought it was a bit too short. Could have went on a bit longer. And there I have a comment. I'll read it. So he says that's the best. That's the best Impact can do for something Impact in Canadian market. It probably was a small club, but the camera work was kind of weird, kind of odd. Weird camera shots because they were in a small club. Wasn't that small. I thought the club looked pretty nice. They had a nice ceiling with lights lighting up. I thought the club looked really nice. It's like a nice looking club. Even if it's small, who cares? They supposedly sold it out. At least they got people to pay to see them, unlike when they go to Orlando, the Impact Zone, nobody pays. They all get in for free. And they should never, in my opinion, they should never go to the Impact Zone again. Because those fans don't deserve it, because they just get in for free. And they're not true fans. The Impact Zone fans absolutely suck. Because they're always quiet. And they don't give a rat's ass about the show. Because they get in for free. These fans were damn passionate, and it was a great crowd the entire pay-per-view, in my opinion. Some matches they were really hot for, on fire for. They were on fire for the opener. They loved Sammy Pentagon Jr. The crowd was on fire for that. So who cares? If Impact is going to run small buildings, who gives a damn? If their fans are going to be passionate as hell and loud, ECW did that all the time. They ran matters most, in my opinion. You have a fan base that is loud and passionate. So as I said, Eddie Edwards wins. Launches Eddie's wife, Alicia, comes down the ramp. They had a rampway set up to the ring like they used to have in WCW and ECW pay-per-views. Eddie's wife yelling at him, "You shake Tommy's hand." He shakes his hand. Tommy gives a Singapore cane to Eddie, leaves like he's kind of passing a torch to Eddie Edwards. Up next, we had X Division Championship on the line. Matt Sydal defending against Brian Cage. Brian Cage is a fucking beast. That guy's a beast and a hell of an athlete. Brian Cage, as I predicted, would win. Brian Cage wins and is the new X Division champion. They had a damn good match. Matt Sydal, Brian Cage had a really good match together. It was better than I expected, and Matt Sydal brought it. He brought it at Brian Cage, but Brian Cage wins. Matt Sydal did his shooting star and almost botched it. Could have broke his fucking neck. His legs hit the top rope. So he screwed up on the shooting star. Anyways, Brian Cage wins and is your new X Division champion. I think that's awesome. I like Brian Cage. I think the guy's a hell of a talent. I think Cage is on the juice, but I don't really care. The guy's still damn good. I'll tell you one thing, Brian Cage is better than Roman Reigns. In my opinion, way better. So up next, we had the Knockouts Championship, the second Knockouts match of the night. Knockouts Championship on the line. Su Yung defending against Knockouts Original, Madison Rayne. I believe Madison Rayne came into TNA Impact 2008, I think, or 9. So not Madison Rayne to me is a Knockouts Original. Take on the champion Su Yung. Su Yung to me, she has a pretty cool gimmick. It's, to me, kind of a Rosemary ripoff, but it is a bit different. It is different, and Su Yung plays her character very well. But to me, I love Rosemary. I'm a big fan of Rosemary. Rosemary does it better. But I mean, the gimmicks are like the exact same to me. I don't know what Rosemary is. She would walk to the ring like a zombie out of The Walking Dead. That's what Su Yung kind of does. They both kind of walk to the ring the same, really slowly. Su Yung has a great theme song, and she has a great character. She has dead bridesmaids with her. She brings out a coffin. That's pretty cool stuff. Su Yung kind of reminds me of a female Undertaker. Su Young's not a great worker. Rosemary's a better worker, but Su Young's good. I'm a fan of hers. So Su Yung wins and retains the Knockouts Championship. Madison Rayne gave her a hell of a fight and a hell of a challenge. Su Young's still your Knockouts champion. Up next, we had 5150 Street Fight. I did a live reaction for the 5150 Street Fight, and it was damn fun to watch. I thought it was great. You had trash cans, you had chairs, you had tables broken. They beat the living hell out of each other. LAX and the OGs absolutely beat the crap out of each other. It was, what'd you expect? I expected a hell of a fight. And it was a street fight. 5150 Street Fight. The tag team titles were on the line. LAX, Santana, Ortiz with Conan taking on the OGs, Hernandez and Homicide with Eddie Kingston. I predicted the OGs were going to win. That's the only prediction. Or no, I got 2 predictions wrong. So the OGs was the first prediction I got wrong. See, anyways, I'll tell you my final prediction results at the end of this review. There was 8 matches, and well, I'll tell you my results, how I did in my predictions at the end of the review. Up next, we had, as I said, 5150 Street Fight. I thought it was pretty damn good. It was not the match of the night. It's like my second or third favorite match of Slammiversary was a 5150 Street Fight. I'd say it was my third favorite match of the pay-per-view. LAX wins and retains the Impact Tag Team Championships. After it, Conan was attacked by Kingston. He was attacked by Kingston, was Conan. He was taken out and injured. And Hernandez, Homicide, for their age, I believe they're like late 30s, I think. For their age, the OGs were pretty damn good. And I agree. Just got a comment. It says that's how you do a tag team street fight. I agree. It was damn good. Damn entertaining. You had high flying, you had high spots, you had brawling, you had weapons used. It was a great street fight. By the way, Slammiversary 16 tonight. Slammiversary 2018, by the way. I'm a huge WWE fan, but Slammiversary destroyed Extreme Rules. Slammiversary was much, much better than Extreme Rules, in my opinion. And I'm a WWE fan, but Impact, Slammiversary, that was a great show. A great pay-per-view, worth me spending money to order it. It was damn worth it. Extreme Rules was garbage compared to Slammiversary. Anyways, if I could use an analogy, let's just use women. I'm going to use women as the comparison. Slammiversary was Alana. Extreme Rules was a 400-pound fat woman that smells like B.O. That's what I thought of the two pay-per-views. Extreme Rules was last Sunday. Slammiversary was this Sunday. So that's what I think of the two pay-per-views. Extreme Rules, 400-pound fat woman. Slammiversary was Lana. So up next we had final 2 matches. Mask versus Hair was up next. Mask versus Hair, absolutely my favorite match of the pay-per-view, the match of the night. The absolute match of the show was Pentagon Jr., Sami Callihan, Mask versus Hair. They beat the fuck out of each other. And it was awesome. It got extreme. It got hardcore. We saw blood. Both guys were bleeding. Pentagon was bleeding through his white mask. They used spikes, drilling spikes in each other's head. They used chairs. It was awesome. They were slapping and chopping the hell out of each other. They just beat the crap out of each other. And it was awesome. I loved it. I miss matches like Sami and Pentagon Jr. I miss those type of matches. That type of action. Hardcore action. I miss that. Reminded me of ECW. Why I used to love ECW. It was just fantastic. Pentagon Jr., the guy's one of my favorite wrestlers to watch. He's awesome. Sami, that's what I think of him. But Pentagon is great. And Sami is a great heel. I'll give him that. He's a good heel. He had a lot of heel heat. A lot of fans were chanting at him, asshole, asshole. Fans don't like Sami. And that's his job, to get the fans to hate him. And I definitely hate the guy. I don't like him. I would never wish death on Sami Callihan or any wrestler, but the guy's hated by the fans. If you like Sami Callihan, if he's like your favorite wrestler, there's something wrong with you. So here's another comment. Thank you, Victor, for the comment in the chat. It says there's a brutal storytelling that really brings the match. I agree. Well, everything you said, I agree. Again, if you did not watch Slammiversary, if you did not see Mask versus Hair, Sammy versus Pentagon Jr., you got to watch it. You got to see it somehow, some way. Watch it, see it, look for it, find it online. Or order the replay of the pay-per-view. It was awesome. Pentagon Jr., Sami Callihan beat the crap out of each other. It was greatness. Match of the year candidate. For any wrestling company, it was a match of the year candidate. Definitely was one of the best matches Impact Wrestling has put on. Definitely was one of Impact's best matches that they've put on. Not the best match ever, I said one of. Definitely one of the best matches Impact has put on in 2018. Pentagon Jr., Sami Callihan, probably the match of the year for 2018 in Impact. So I did a live reaction to it, which I will upload after this review. Check out my live reaction I did for Pentagon Jr., Sami Callihan. I really enjoyed watching it and reacting to it. I thought it was fucking awesome. By the way, Pentagon Jr. won. That gets 2 thumbs up. Thank God he won and did not have to take off his mask because the mask is part of him. It's his heritage. It's his life. It's tradition for him to keep his mask on. So Sammy tried to get away, ran away like a scolded dog, like a dog running away peeing on himself, scared of Pentagon. But Phoenix comes out on the ramp, pointing, making Sammy go back out there. Then Pentagon starts cutting Sammy's hair, and then Sammy starts crying. Poor Sammy started crying because he was getting his little bit of hair cut. He didn't even have that much hair. Then the crowd started chanting, shave his beard, shave his beard. That was really funny because Sammy looked really worried that they were going to cut his beard, that Pentagon was going to cut it. Anyways, Pentagon shaves his head, cuts his hair off. That was awesome. That's old school wrestling gimmick match when you get your hair cut. That's awesome. That's old school. You barely see hair matches in wrestling in 2018. It had great drama. It was great storytelling. It was fantastic. Now the main event. By the way, Pentagon Jr., Sammy, that was a match of the pay-per-view. Main event is next, and it was a pretty good main event. I really enjoyed it. I was surprised by the outcome and who went over. Austin Aries defended the Impact World Championship against Moose. I'm a fan of Moose. I wanted Moose to win. I predicted Moose would win. I was wrong. Austin Aries, I don't got a problem at all with Austin Aries winning and retaining. Good for him. Good for Impact. They still have Austin Aries as a world champion. He's a heel. So Moose can continue, or other baby faces can continue to chase Austin Aries for the title. Maybe Eddie Edwards will decide to wake up and be a babyface again. Decide to wake up and go after the world title. Eddie Edwards, Austin Aries, they could have some really good matches. Or maybe Moose will continue to chase Aries. Moose put on a great performance. Damn good match. Good main event. Austin Aries put on a damn good performance. Both of these guys worked really hard. They went balls to the wall. They beat the hell out of each other. And I wrote down some notes. At one point on the ramp, Moose picked up Aries, press slammed him, threw him into the crowd. That was awesome. That was great. I didn't expect to see Moose throw him into the crowd like in ECW when Bubba Ray threw Spike Dudley into the crowd, or Bam Bam Bigelow threw Spike Dudley into the crowd. Moose, after he threw him into the crowd, then Moose tried to dive over the top rope and missed Aries. Aries moved, and Moose just splatted and splashed the ramp. That had to hurt a lot. Aries tried a brain buster on the floor to Moose, and he actually hit the brain buster on the floor to Moose. Moose was out cold, but then Moose got up, got in the ring at the count of 9. Then Aries, Curtis Granderson, baseball player. I believe he's on the Toronto Blue Jays. He's still playing. Curtis Granderson, former Detroit Tiger, former Yankee, former Met. I believe he's now a Blue Jay. How do I know all that? Because I follow baseball. Anyways, Curtis Granderson, I guess, was not the timekeeper, but he was looking after the world title, I guess, on the outside. Aries tried to use the world title. Curtis Granderson took it away from him. Then Moose, Aries was distracted. Moose rolled up Aries. 1, 2. I thought it was going to be over, but Aries kicked out. Here's another comment. Thank you, Victor. It says it's cool that Austin Aries is helping Impact. I agree. I can't see all the writing, everything you wrote, because I'm pretty damn far away from my screen. Anyways, he says Austin Aries helping Impact climb back up as a brand that promotes building fantastic quality wrestling for anyone. I agree. Again, I agree with everything you said. Thank you for the comment. So, Aries got rolled up in the schoolboy, 1, 2, but he kicked out. I did not think Aries would kick out, and I didn't think he would retain. Aries picks up Moose, brainbuster, his finisher. 1, 2, 3. Austin Aries wins, is still Impact Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. And I'm not upset with that outcome. Again, every match, 8 matches on Slammiversary, every single match was good. Not one match was I bored with. Every match I was invested in. Impact Wrestling, you did a hell of a job. Slammiversary 2018 Impact, you did a great fucking job. Great job on this pay-per-view. You delivered. If I would grade it, before I grade it, my final predictions, I went 6 for 2. 6 for 2 in my final predictions. 6 wins, 2 losses I predicted. There's 6 right and 2 wrong. So now I'm going to grade it. Slammiversary 2018 gets a grade from A to F. I'm giving it an A. Slammiversary 2018 gets an A grade from me. Would have been an A plus. If Moose would have won the world title, I would have gave this pay-per-view an A plus. I really would have. Now I'm going to go back to my Twitter Slammiversary poll. Again, 50% gave it an A plus. I gave it an A. 31% gave it an A. 16% gave it a B plus. 3% gave it a C plus. In my poll, why did I not put down D or F? Because this pay-per-view did not deserve a D. It was better than a D. It was as good as a C plus or B plus or A plus or A. I give it an A. Slammiversary 2018 is in the books. Also, my review is in the books. Hope you enjoyed it. Whoever watched my live stream of this review, thank you very much. Love you to death. If you subscribe to my channel, thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. A lot. If I got no views for any videos, I would stop making them. You people out there, you fans, if you're a fan of my videos, a fan of my channel, if you enjoy it, enjoy my videos, thank you. I really appreciate it. Because if I got 0 views, I wouldn't do them anymore if I didn't get views. Maybe I still would. I don't know. Anyway, Slammiversary's in the books. This review's in the books. Have a great Sunday night. Have a great Monday. Have a great week. Check out my reactions for Slammiversary. Bye for now, everybody.